Hi everybody, we got a video for you today to go over all the features of the new 1/18 scale sprint car that we just released. So as I mentioned, this car is 1/18 scale, so the size is similar to the midget, but it is bigger. Sprint car is bigger in real life, so to keep the proportions correct, the car is a little bit bigger. So this should hopefully answer a lot of questions people have been asking if we just took the midget and put wings on it. When you get the car, if you have a midget, you set them side by side, you'll immediately see how much bigger they are. This car will come in 3 different colors. It'll come in the black version like this one here. We'll have a white version and a clear version. The clear car will have the wings unassembled and in the box. You can paint those up and then you can install those on the car. The black car and the white car, everything will come assembled just like this. A couple things we did on this car to really try to eliminate the need for a lot of parts is we tried to make as many parts common to this car to the midget as possible. So we're going to go over a few of those right now to give you an idea how many parts are the same. So the entire front suspension, the front axle, the tie rod, radius rods, the ball studs, actually the radius rods on the whole car, the panhard bars, the ball studs, the shocks, the springs, all that's the same from the midget to the sprint car. This will hopefully eliminate you having to have, just a ton of different parts to run a sprint car and a midget. The other things that's the same is the battery box, the door for the battery box. The rear end housing is the same, but there is some changes in there, and we'll talk about that in a second. The wheel hexes are the same. The rear bumper, the front bumper, and the driver figure are the same to the midget. So the new parts on the car are the entire cage is new. There's a couple cross members that are the same, but for the most part everything is new. The visor, the front skid plate, and the rear A post are very similar to the midget, so we put an S, we molded an S into those, and there's an M on the midget one, so you can tell the difference if you have both cars apart. The tires and wheels are obviously new. The car will come with black wheels just like this. The tires are the same compound as the midget, but they are bigger, so we actually put foam inside the rear tires and the front tires just to give them a little bit more support. They also will come with the Hoosier logos front and rear. As I mentioned, we made some changes in the rear end, and the big change is it's got a different gear ratio in the rear end. Obviously, the tires are bigger on this. It does have the same motor in the car. It's the 8700 kV, but the sprint car motor will have a 10-tooth gear. The midget motor has a 12-tooth gear. So if you order those on the website, make sure you're in the right section on the website and look for that indication if it's a 10-tooth or 12-tooth. This car does have bearings throughout. It has front wheel bearings. All the bearings are in the rear end. It's got them on the side of the compound gear. It's actually got the flange bearings on the end of the axle to help give more axle support. Because this car does have a 5-cell battery, and because of that, the motors do get a little bit warmer, so we put a heat sink on the car as well to kind of help with some of the motor heat. This heat sink does fit the midget as well, so you can put that in the midget if you want to as well. We also upgraded the spring cups. We know that a lot of people were having problems with the original ones popping off when you'd get in a crash or something, so we updated those. These are similar to the replacement ones that we've been selling. Does have the new Nerf bars on the side. They are nickel plated just like the front and rear bumpers. Obviously does have all new bodywork. It's got a new tail, new side panels, new hood, obviously the wings. The hood we made kind of a generic shape for the ability when you run the car non-wing, when you take the wings off the car, you can run it non-wing and it still has a good look to it. We did new headers for the car on both sides. We did a sticker inside the engine compartment to give it a little bit more detail. As I mentioned, the car does come with bearings on the front axle and the rear axle, and it does have that 5-cell battery that comes with it. The other thing is on the Servo Saver, it does have the same Servo Saver, but it does have a little bit stiffer spring in it. We also had to do a new drag link because the car is obviously a little bit longer, so that had to be updated as well. We've had a lot of questions on the wing. Is the wing adjustable front to rear, up and down? It is not. It is fixed on the car that comes out of the box. We did that for a couple reasons. Number one, when you have all those holes in the wing mount, it just looks a little bit goofy, and we didn't really want to go down that road. We kind of wanted to make the look, try to keep the look as good as possible. We do have a Lexan wing mount. It's not authentic to a real car wing mount, but it's, the abuse the cars take when they flip over, it's the best option. The wing is held to the mount with a double stick tape. It's a super strong, thin tape. It sticks really, really good. Shouldn't have a problem with the wings coming off. And also, we didn't want to add more screws and mounts and all that stuff to make the car more top heavy. So the front wing is held on the same way with the tape. When you get the clear car, that tape will be in the package with the wings. So the car does have all the same electronics as the Midget. It uses the same radio, uses the same servo, the same speed control and receiver unit. The one thing is on the battery, we do have, since it is a 5-cell and the Midget, the charger that would come with the Midget only charges the 4-cell, we do have a new charger that comes with the car. You'll notice this charger has a white plug on it. This is to kind of indicate that it is for a 5-cell. There is a warning sticker here too that says do not charge the 4-cell battery on this charger. It will charge it, but it charges it very fast and it gets the battery very hot. So, warning on here, do not charge the 4-cell on this charger. You only use this charger for the 5-cell. As I mentioned, it has all the same electronics, so you can, if you have any questions on those, you can look at any of the videos that we've already done on that. There again, having all the same electronics just eliminates the need for extra parts that you have to carry. We just want to make these cars as simple as possible so you guys could just have a ton of fun racing them. We will have a ton of option parts coming for the car, so make sure you keep an eye on our website and our social media pages. One thing I wanted to show you in this video too, when you go to take the hood off for the first time, it is a little bit, a little bit difficult to do the first couple times. Once you do it a few times, it goes on and off very easy. There's a screw that'll be right underneath the front wing here. You can get to it easily with a 1.5 millimeter driver. Just take that screw out. This one's out just for the video. And then just get your finger between the side panel and the hood and just pop this one side of the hood up around the down tube bar. Once you get that up, just put your finger underneath it, pop it around the other side. Then just take the hood and just slide it underneath the top wing just like this till it comes past the front wing, and you just slide it right out. You can see in there that all the electronics are the same. It is a little bit tight, so if you do need to get the bind plug in, you kind of got to fiddle down in there to get it in there. You can use maybe needle nose or something, but you can get it in there. If you need to, you can always take the wings off. To put the hood back on, same way, just slide it up underneath the top wing, underneath the front wing, and then just push one side in, get one side in around the down tube bar, and then just push the other side down and it snaps in, and then just put the screw back in. As I mentioned, we got a lot of parts coming out for the car, so make sure you keep watching our website, social media pages. If you have any questions on the car, shoot those to us. We'll answer those. We'll compile those questions, and we'll try to do more videos as more questions come in as well. So, because I'm sure a lot of people have the same questions. Enjoy the cars. They're a ton of fun to run, just like the Midgets are. Really encourage you guys to try the cars without the top wings and the top wing and the front wing. The cars drive completely different. One question people had is, are the wings removable? They can be taken off very easily. Just take 2 screws off on each side of the cage. When the top wing comes off, put those back in. Same thing on the front. Take the 2 screws out, put those back in, and you have a wingless car. Like I said, the cars do drive completely different without the wings, which is great. It'll make a great second class for all the racetracks. And you can just have a ton of fun with the cars. So have fun with them. Let us know if you have any questions. And thanks for watching.